We all hate criticism. The word itself can feel like a slap. Our chests tighten, our minds race. We feel small, we feel exposed, we feel misunderstood. We want to shut down, or we want to push back. This reaction is normal. It is a deeply human response. For centuries, criticism often came with a harsh edge. Critics were seen as people who tear things down, not build them up. This long history gives the word a bad name and makes us believe all criticism is an attack. So we build walls to protect ourselves. But this view is incomplete. It misses a crucial distinction. There is a specific kind that helps us. We call it constructive criticism. Its sole purpose is to help you improve. It does not aim to shame you. It does not attack your character. Instead, it points to a specific action you can fix. It shows you a clear and manageable next step. This feedback can still feel hard to hear. It challenges how we see ourselves. Yet it can unlock potential and change lives for the better. Imagine transforming pain into a source of power. Think of criticism not as judgment, but as a gift of information. It is a tool to reveal what you cannot see on your own. We all have blind spots. We all have habits that hold us back without our knowing. Helpful feedback shines a light on these areas and gives you the chance to change. Think of constructive criticism as a GPS for your life and career. When you are driving to a new destination, the GPS does not yell at you for taking a wrong turn. It does not judge your driving skills. It simply recalculates. It calmly shows you the correct road. It tells you where you are right now. It shows you the most efficient way to get to your destination. Good, targeted feedback does the exact same thing for your personal growth and professional growth. It highlights your blind spots without shame. It points out small, specific adjustments that can lead to a big difference in your performance and results. History is filled with examples of people and companies that improved dramatically after receiving tough feedback. A talented public speaker might be told that she paces too much on stage. She practices standing still, and her message lands with more authority. A startup might hear from early users that its app is confusing to navigate. The design team listens, simplifies the interface, and sees user engagement soar. Giving feedback is a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned and practiced. The way you deliver your message matters just as much as the message itself. If you want your words to help, not hurt, you must start with empathy. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. Remember how it feels to be on the receiving end of criticism. Your goal is to keep them open to listening, not to make them defensive. A simple and effective way to do this is the sandwich method. Start with a piece of genuine praise. Offer the specific critique. End with another positive comment or a note of encouragement. Use clear, objective language. Avoid broad personal labels like lazy, careless, bad. These words trigger a threat response and shut down the conversation. Focus on observable behaviors and their impact. For example, instead of, "Your presentation was confusing," try, "I noticed the slides had a lot of text, which made it hard for me to follow the main points." For next time, perhaps using fewer words and bigger images could help. Receiving feedback gracefully is just as important as giving it well. It is a superpower for personal growth. The first step when you hear criticism is simply to pause and breathe. Your body will likely have an immediate emotional reaction, a rush of adrenaline, a tightening in your stomach. This is your fight or flight response kicking in. Do not act on it. Take a slow, deep breath. Give your logical brain a moment to catch up with your emotions. A simple, quiet, "Thank you for sharing that," can buy you a few seconds and signals to the other person that you are trying to be receptive. Your primary goal in that moment is not to defend yourself. It is to understand. Listen to find the kernel of truth in what is being said, even if you disagree with 90% of it. Ask good questions. Move from vague statements to concrete examples. If someone says, "Your work needs more polish," ask, "Can you show me an example of what you mean by polish? And what is one specific part that felt unpolished to you?" These questions help you see what they see and transform a fuzzy opinion into something you can actually work on. Turn feedback into a plan. You do not have to act on every piece of advice. Pick 1 or 2 actionable suggestions that resonate with you. Create a small, concrete plan to implement them. Example: feedback about speaking too quickly in meetings. Write "slow down" at the top of your notes for the next meeting. Planning moves feedback from idea to a practical step. The most obvious benefit of feedback is improved performance, but the hidden benefits are often even more powerful. Regularly engaging in honest, constructive conversations builds psychological safety and deepens relationships. Tell a friend or teammate the truth with care, and they can do the same for you. It shows an incredible level of trust. These are the teams where people feel safe to take risks, admit mistakes, and propose wild ideas because they know they will be supported, not shamed. Embracing feedback also builds personal resilience. The first time you hear tough criticism, it stings. The 10th time, it stings a little less. Over time, you learn to separate your identity from your performance. A critique of your work is not a critique of your worth as a person. This emotional armor allows you to take more chances and bounce back faster from setbacks. In the workplace, people who actively seek and use feedback often advance their careers more quickly. They demonstrate growth and self-awareness. They fix their weaknesses before they become major problems. They learn new skills at an accelerated rate. Their willingness to listen and adapt makes them more effective collaborators and leaders. This principle extends far beyond the office. You can use feedback to improve every area of your life. Ask your partner for one tip on being a better listener. Ask a friend for feedback after a toast. Ask a coach to point out one flaw in your technique. The key is to ask for the truth, not just for kind words. Seeking out honest input shows humility and a desire to grow. It strengthens your connections with others and helps you become a more effective, self-aware, and capable version of yourself. Now it is time to change your view of criticism for good. Reframe it. See it not as a sting, but as a gift. Not as a source of pain, but as a source of power.